Welcome to the show, Kletus Roadside Service. We are getting close to the end of the day here. We gotta make our way to the landfill. Man, I already have an episode ready to go for tomorrow, which tomorrow's Thursday. Today is Wednesday. I know I got a little off track. I thought I had posted one the other day, or I forgot I had one. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing with this podcast. You know how it is. But anyways, we are rolling to the landfill. We've had a little bit of a day today. Even though this job is a lot less than the other one, there's still exciting things that happen. I saw a car accident on my way to my first job. I was heading down to Wichita, but I was still in Kansas City. I had just left the shop, and there was two cars smashed up in the middle of the fucking highway. And I actually called 911 on that, and they're like, "Yes, we know. We got somebody coming." I'm like, okay. Just wanted to let you know. And was I gonna stop? Nah. I'm in a big fucking semi. I don't need that. What happened to them sucks, but hopefully they'll be all right. Not sure. Did not find. I still don't know what happened there. But drove by, called 911. They patched me over. They got me to the highway patrol, and I told them what I seen. They said, "Yeah, we know there's a car broke down." I said, "Two?" They're like, "Two cars?" I was like, "Wow, they're definitely broke down. They're fucking completely welded together now. They're smashed up." Squirrel! Get out of the road, you motherfucking squirrel. So yeah, we're having a good time. Drove down there, got to Wichita, and down there, the place that we go, they have a pit, and then they have frac tanks on the inside. You're supposed to suck the pit, and if you have room left, you suck out the frac tanks. Well, I sucked out the pit, and my needle was above where I needed to be, but I was on a tilt. I was on a slope, so I knew I'm either full or almost full. And I pull down, and I level out, and I let the sloshing quit, and I stick it, and I'm at 5,200 gallons. 5,200 gallons. That's a load right there to me. I think I could have added another 300 gallons in there. That would mean I gotta back up again, open up the gate, back through the building, grab two hoses out, hook them up to the frac tank, turn the pump back on, and then basically pick everything up and go, because it's going to take 15 seconds, to get 300 gallons on there. So I made the executive decision to just say, you know what, we're good enough here. 5,200 gallons versus 500 gallons, we're good. Fuck it. That's a tote, by the way. A little 4x4x4 tote is 300 gallons. And that's not very much, I was like, I got their pit done. They'll be ecstatic to have their pit cleaned out completely for once. They were not thrilled when he saw that I wrote down 5,200. He's like, 5,200? The other guy pulls, you guys normally pull 55. I was like, yeah, well, I pulled everything out of the pit, and I had to level out to see where I was. This is where I was, so I figured it wasn't really worth my time or your time to, oh, what do we got going on here? Some sort of parade? Oh, God damn it, dude. There's a parade. I'm trying to turn left on the highway, and there's a parade going by. Can I fucking cut through your parade, you dumb fuck? They're not dumb. They're just having a parade. Jesus. Hurry, you old bitch ass up. Yeah, so that guy was not very happy. He's like, we pay you to take a full load. Like, that is a full load. I mean, it's barely under a full load. It's a full load. I'm like, I'll back up if you want. He's like, no. I'm like, okay, well then I'm fucking leaving. I'm out of here. So is this my first disciplinary? I don't know. I highly doubt they're going to call in bids, but maybe they will. Over 300 gallons, even though we come there every fucking day. What are you doing? What are you doing? I don't know what just happened there. They just repaved this area and they haven't put the lines on the road yet. So that means you can drive wherever the fuck you want, apparently. Because I'm pretty sure we were on an on-ramp and the car that was behind me, I've been coming to the end of the on-ramp, I'm still like getting up some speed and this fucking car just decided there's no lines on the road, I'll just pass you right here. Sure, whatever. Nobody got hurt. We're all fine. Anyways, car crash, got in trouble. Then I drive back to the shop. So yesterday there was a thing. This is another thing. Apparently, what I did, the guys at the shop didn't really understand what was going on. Oh, I don't know. Hold on. Let me just tell you. Yesterday I backed in there. I had to go get another load, and I backed in there, and I'm getting offloaded. And they said, "All right, you're empty." And so then they're the ones that fuck with the hoses there. I don't touch hoses at the shop. They are there to hook them up and disconnect them and everything. But they said, "Hey, you're empty." I'm like, "Okay, cool." So I grab my shit and start walking back to my truck, get in my truck, fire it up, and I got one guy in my mirror, and I'm watching him, and he's just standing there talking, having a chat with somebody. That's what it looks like. So then I don't have the trailer brakes set, so I tap the brakes a few times, and I know the air is coming out back there. It makes noises when you hit the brakes on the trailer. And so I was trying to get his attention, and I look in the other mirror, and I don't see anybody. Look in that mirror, and he's still standing there just chatting it up. So I release my brakes. And then I have a little handle here on the dash for the trailer brake. So I'm tapping that back and forth. I'm going, trying to get, I'm like, hello, am I good to go? Can you give me a thumbs up? But I had released the brakes. We're on flat ground, but my front tires were like on the top of a speed bump, the containment thing or whatever. So I let off the brakes and I started to roll forward a little bit, and they freaked the fuck out. They were freaking out, screaming at me. And then they finally unhooked the hose and threw it down, and they're like, "You can go now." And I didn't think really much of it at the time. But I guess I got a phone call from one of the other truck drivers. He's like, "Did you try to drive off with the hose connected at the shop?" I was like, "No." He's like, "They're telling me that you were about to pull out of the shop with the hose still connected." I was like, "Oh, here, let me tell you the fucking story." So I told him. He's like, "Yeah, I don't know. I stay back there until they disconnect and put the cap on." I'm like, "Well, I guess I'll do that from now on." But they told me I'm empty. You're good to go. And I figured they were going to go ahead and just take the hose off and everything was going to be fine. I didn't know. They're just back there fucking having a chat. So anyways, I had to fucking run around and tell everybody about that shit. They're like, "Man, you're getting in trouble a lot lately." I didn't tell them about the other one, but another truck driver on Saturday, I guess I was supposed to, there's nobody there at the shop, but I guess I was supposed to pull my truck into the shop and park it, so whenever the guys did come in, they could start unloading it. And I didn't pull my truck in the shop. First off, there's nobody there, and I was told, just me using all of my defense levers that I have here, I was told to never back up a truck without a spotter at the shop. So, hey, I feel like I'm in the clear there, Y'all want to be upset with me not backing the truck into the shop? Well, if nobody's there, how am I supposed to back it in there? Because clearly in the handbook, it states don't back up unless you have a spotter. Do we back up without a spotter? Yes. So I'm a little bit of a hypocrite about it. But, hey, I'm going to use it. It's in my box of tools here. Sometimes I use it, sometimes I don't. And I'm using that one this time. Anyway, that was like the older truck driver, like the big top dog truck driver here. I only talk to him on a needed basis. The other truck drivers, I'll talk to them for fucking hours. Like today, I had a 3-hour. We had a 3-way phone call for like 3 hours, and that's almost every day. Sometimes twice a day. We're on the phone the whole fucking time. That's why my podcast listening isn't up to where my old standards were. I'm like, I'm driving a lot more now, but my podcast listening is down because now I feel like I'm in the group, and if I don't accept their phone call, they're gonna think something. They're gonna think I don't like them or something. So I'm like, I have to be on the phone with them. I don't have to. This is another tool in my box to justify why I'm not listening to as many podcasts. I do like to listen to podcasts still. I try to. I've been trying to catch up. I think I'm not caught up on anything, but I have been. I'm pretty good on Walk Like a Mailman. Been listening to them. They just posted one up today. The funny thing with that one, I'm gonna text. I thought I probably won't, but I thought about texting him and saying, "Hey man, what the heck?" Because I left a voice memo, and if you go to Walk Like a Mailman podcast on Spotify and other places, but I listen to it on Spotify, and I've been on their show, so go check it out. Go check out all their episodes; they're all good. I like listening to them a lot. But there's a leave us a text button in their description. You click on that, and it's like leave a text note or leave a voice note. And I was curious because I feel like that voice one is new, so I clicked on that one and I left them a voice note, thinking that my voice was going to be put into their show during their comments section. It was not, or their LSP. Because the Lick It, Send It Post is brought to you by yours truly, Kletus Ray. And that's not a joke. I am on their show every time, every show. I'm on their show because I'm the voice for the Lick It, Send It, Post It. Lick it, send it, post it. I did it better in my home office. But anyways, so he was reading it, but he was reading it as I said it, and punctuation, and using extra words. Yeah, I don't know. I was hoping it was going to be a voice memo left that they could just post in there, but now I know. What else happened today? All right, so that happened. I went to McDonald's for lunch. Apparently, because I'm sitting there getting offloaded, and you'll sit there for like almost an hour waiting for it to offload. There's nothing at all to do. You are not in control of the truck or in trailer offloading process at all. It's all those guys there. So I back in the shop and I take off and I go to McDonald's, and they get mad when you go out and get food and don't bring anything back for everybody. And I'm like, hey, I'm not Moneybags McGee here. I'm not Like, where's mine? I mean, they're just fucking with me, but I'm also like, no, I don't. I'm not buying everybody food. If I buy one of you fucking guys food, the other guy's gonna get pissed, and then now I'm gonna have to buy. I'm not starting that trend. I'm not. It would be a nice gesture, but I ain't fucking doing it. Because everything that I say to anybody gets translated through different minds until everybody knows everything about everybody and everything everybody said. Everything. I'm not kidding. It's like the telephone game at this place, and everybody's included. Everything that you say can and will be used against you in the court of tanker hauling or whatever. Yeah, so that would be a horrible idea to buy one guy a cheeseburger. Don't fucking do it. If you're gonna do it, you have to buy every single person a cheeseburger, and you have to hunt them down and make them eat it, or else you're a bad person because you left somebody out. And so I'm gonna leave everybody out every time. Not doing it. Not buying lunch for the shop on a random Wednesday. Hump day! How about a hump day? I mean, it's past hump day for you guys. I'm guessing it's going to be Friday by the time you hear this. So got all that done, got offloaded, and then I hit the road. So my day was going to be a lot shorter because I was going to just stay there at the shop, offload, and then reload, and then go to the landfill. But they had some sort of a switcheroo shish kebab. Sorry, I'm burping. Where somebody didn't get the memo and didn't. I know I was in the middle of my conversation. Does that piss you off? It kind of makes me mad. Now I don't even know where the hell I was at. I just got a call from one of my coworkers. Wanted to talk about what we're doing tomorrow. But yeah, I don't know where I left you, but I was talking about how like fucking everybody talks about everything around here. Which is fine as long as I'm aware everything I say is going to get around to everybody. I can deal with that, you know. But no, I got out of this place, and I don't know. It took me almost 40 minutes to start, getting hooked up and everything. It was like, man, can y'all hurry the hell up? They want you to scale in, then wait, and then I got backed into where I needed to be, and then I started getting everything pulled out and ready to go, and then he comes up, he's like, hey, can you move all this stuff? We got a guy coming through with the forklift. I'm like, can he wait 10 minutes? But no, I'll move. It's your place, I'll do it. I'll move. Not a problem. But that all got done. Other than waiting on that fucking parade. We're headed to the landfill. The guy at the landfill. That fucking guy. You know the guy that works at the landfill. Just imagine what the guy at the landfill looks like. This is that guy. And he runs the liquid pit. He's like, what time are we going to be here? I'm like, you're going to be gone by the time I get there. Just tell me what pit you want me to dump in, man. Everything's got to be, I don't know, a lot of talking. I need something to bitch about, so that's what I'm doing here. I'm just trying to complain about some stuff. Yesterday, I was supposed to go home and work on the dirt bike. I did not. Sorry, I fucking missed my fucking shift there. I thought I was in fucking fourth, and I was in third. Whoops a daisy. I thought I was in fourth, and I was in sixth. I don't know what the fuck's going on here. What I'm trying to say here is I was supposed to go home. My plan was to go home, work on the dirt bike. I got home, and it just felt so nice on the couch. I just stayed there for a little while. And I said, all right, I'm going to take, I went and got cleaned up and everything, and got into my shorts, you know, your basketball shorts. Never played basketball, but I got the shorts for it, just in case somebody wants to play some b-ball one day. I was like, let me take a little nap real quick. Took me a nice little nap. My son and my daughter proceeded to fight over my laptop. I finally brought my laptop upstairs, so my son was wanting to play a game that we had on the laptop, the card shop simulator. So I brought it up so he could play on it, and then my daughter got upset because she wanted to play baby doll game on there. There's a game you can search for. It's got its own website, Baby Hazel for children. So she's 5 years old and she can play it very well on the computer. It's just a mouse game. You just click here, click there, drag this. She enjoys it thoroughly, and there's hundreds of different Baby Hazel games. So it's free, it's online. You don't have to log in, you don't have to do anything. You just click on it. That'll give you 30 minutes of your daughter playing a game as happy as can be. But whenever they keep clicking at a full screen and clicking on all kinds of other shit and hitting fucking Control, Delete, or I don't know what the hell they're doing to the damn computer. They're having all kinds of problems. I'm like, just use the mouse and don't click on the X. But she had a great time. And then my son was wanting to play his game. I did buy him a new game. There's this new game that came out where it's like prop hunt, but it's not prop hunt. It's little stick man hunt or whatever. It's like a little white bubble man, and you got to hide, and then you're able to paint yourself to hide, and then there's a hunter that runs around and searches for you. He'd been watching a lot of people play video games like that. I saw him on YouTube watching it, and he was like, this game looks like so much fun, and he didn't think he was able to get it. So it was kind of cool whenever I sat him down. He was wanting to play Card Shop Simulator, and then he was fucking, I mean, dude, the way he's running his card shop store is unreal, dude. This is my old store, my old save that I had on there that has got a bunch of money. Everything was organized, stocked room, everything was nice in there. Have hired employees and everything. My son took over, and he just started moving stuff around, and it's a madhouse now. So he was playing that, and then he was getting irritated with something on there. This was the other night. So I downloaded that other game for him, and he was like, no way, I get to play it. He had to learn how to play it and everything, and now he's good. He's got it. But then last night it was him and my daughter fighting over it. Shit, I want to play baby game. He's like, I want to play my game. And they were both fighting. And I'm like, hey, y'all, I'm about to take my laptop away and ain't nobody going to play it. Because I was tired. I wanted to take like an hour nap so then I could wake up and be ready for like dinner and stuff with everybody. But they took it out of me. I mean, I was just beat up, ready to go to bed. So I eventually went to bed. which was good. I just laid there and played on my phone the whole time. Everything was perfect. Everything was in order. All I had to do was close my eyes, but I just wanted to sit there and watch mostly either good cops versus bad people, or bad cops versus good people. I don't know. There's just I just got stuck on all these and like looking at court cases and I'm like, why am I interested in this shit? I want to watch cars and jeeps, and I also should just go to bed. But I laid down at like 6:30 last night, so that's pretty good. Good time to go to bed. And I'm thinking I might repeat it tonight. I don't know. I guess I'm gonna if tomorrow's weather is gonna look good enough to ride the bike, I really need to make an effort to go down and lower the dirt bike and have the tools to adjust the windshield with me. I think that's what I need to do tonight. I need, instead of going inside, saying hi to the children, petting the dogs, and sitting on the couch, ignore everybody and just go in the garage. That's what I have to. That's the only way I'm going to get anything done. But oh no, the Chrysler 300 got a tire fell off on it. Tire fell off. And my son brought up to me, well, my wife and my son kind of bombarded me yesterday, and they were like, we're thinking about taking or stopping karate for this season. So this season of karate is like a summer season, so there's no ceremony at the end. There's no belts given out at the end. It's all just practicing, basically, and having a good time and having something to do on a Tuesday night at 7 to 8 o'clock. Which he does. If he wants to move up from blue belt, he's going to need that practice. Like, he actually should stay in it. But they bombarded me last night. They're like, we're going to take it off. And he's like, yeah, I don't want to do it right now. He's like, I want to do it later. I will do it later, but I don't want to do it right now. My wife's like, you ain't going to get a belt. There ain't going to be no ceremony. There's no point in it. I'm like, what? What do you mean there's no point in it? Him practicing karate for his new belt that he just got. I think he's only been to one or two classes because he skipped a couple. But now they're like, oh, we're just gonna skip them all. Like, hey, whatever. It's gonna save us some money if we skip them. So, whatever. He just started soccer and he's still got swim lessons. He's still a busy boy. He doesn't. We should have. I feel like karate should have been ahead of everything else, but whatever. It's all right. I don't think this guy knows where the fuck he's going. I don't think you know where you're going, sir. Anyways, he said, yeah, I just don't want to do it right now. He's like, I'll do it again, but he's like, he did bring up, he's like, kids in my class were talking about something called jiu-jitsu. And I was like, jiu-jitsu? Really? He's like, yeah, I think I want to do that. The kids in my class say it's really fun. I'm like, now you're talking my language. Karate is cool and all, but jiu-jitsu is where you're going to actually be able to fuck some people up. You're going to actually learn some movements and some skill. And he's going to learn all that in karate too. But in jiu-jitsu, it's a little bit more, it's extra advanced is what I would call it. There are still some karate guys that can definitely whoop some ass. But I think jiu-jitsu is a little bit more intense for everybody. So, I don't know. He talked about doing that. Now, doing jiu-jitsu is way more expensive, and it's not. It's kind of like It's almost like just going to the gym. It's like an everyday deal, I think. Maybe there's actual classes, but I think most of it's like, I don't know what it's like. The way I've heard about it is from other people. They're like, oh yeah, they have a class from this time to this time, and you show up and you just do it. But if you're, I don't know, it would be what I would like is my son to get addicted to jiu-jitsu. That's where he's going to be the one begging to go, wanting to do it, wanting to hone his craft, learn different skills and moves. Actually, do some cool shit. But he's just gotta he gotta be addicted to it, or else he's not gonna follow through with most of it. So I don't know. We'll see what happens a little bit later on. Right now, it's just like, hey, things are finally starting to chill out everywhere. Things are starting to chill out a little bit in my life. I'm kind of liking it. I've got some things to do, but nothing is super duper important. And that's where I like to be. I like to have things that need to be done, but none of it is so important that it's like we have to get this done by this time. Blah 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 blah. We don't have. Now we got karate's gone. My wife takes them to swim class. If I can go to swim class, I'll go to swim class. But if I can't, it's all right. My wife can take care of that. And then soccer is on the weekend, so it's like Saturday mornings we're doing soccer. And Saturday mornings is fine. My kids did talk about wanting to go to church. My mom and my stepdad, they go to church obviously religiously. They go to church a lot. My mom actually works at a church, the same church that they go to. So, and they've been asking for us to go quite a bit. I have been to church. We used to go to church as a family growing up. And we've been a few times as adults. And it's just not, I don't know. It's just not where I'm not getting, I don't want to go. Yeah, I mean, that's the easiest way to put it is I just don't want to go. I feel like that's good for other people to go. They enjoy it. They have a good time. They're going to get into heaven. Me, I don't know. Maybe I'll be like outside the pearly gates type of guy. Just kind of hanging out. I don't think I'm going to go to hell. That would suck. Is there a heaven? Is there a hell? I don't know. I don't go to church. I don't know. But if there is a heaven, can you just kind of hang outside the gates? It's like, I don't know, just kind of like hanging outside the movie theater. It's like, yeah, I'd like to go in and watch a movie. I'd like to go in and sneak into a couple of different movies, but I'm just going to hang out outside and read the posters, I'll wait for it to come on demand, then I'll rent it for cheaper. That analogy doesn't really work with church, I don't think, or heaven, I guess. But like there's pearly gates, right? So there's obviously inside the pearly gates and outside the pearly gates. Hell is a totally different place, from what I understand. So can I just kind of hang outside the pearly gates? Like, I don't know. Can I just hang outside the pearly gates? Like, that'd be cool. Just chilling outside. Maybe I don't get my wings, but I still I'm chilling, having a good time. Maybe somebody with like a buddy that did get wings could fucking fly me around or something. Like, will you hold on to me and fly me around? Like, you should have just went to church and got your own wings. I'm like, I know, but I fucked up. Let me hang outside the pearly gate. That's the name of this podcast. I'm gonna make sure I remember to write it down. Outside the pearly gates, loitering. So, anyways, the kids they like going to summer school, Sunday school because there's kids there and there's activities. It's like a fun thing to do, and they talk to my parents a lot about Jesus and God and stuff like that. You know, I did just name off the most popular people, in the Bible, but you know, Josiah, Meredith, uh, Josephine. What's another Bible name? Matthew, uh, Dwayne, Derek. I don't know the Bible names. Oh man, that car is rough. Sir, your car is a piece of shit. I hope you do realize. Alright, cool. Yeah, just let me hang outside the pearly gates, man. I'll reach through the gate. Maybe I gotta stand on the sidewalk. I don't know. Is there public land in heaven? Can I just kind of hang out? Yeah. So, anyways, kids wanted to do that, so, and I told them they could. So I'm gonna try to bait my parents into coming to get the kids and taking them, or us dropping them off and taking them, or something like that. Like they want to go, let them go. I don't want to go. Man, I don't know. Is there donuts, coffee? Do we get to drink the blood and eat the flesh? Because that was my favorite part growing up was the grape juice and crackers. I guess they have like a whole coffee shop at this church. You gotta pay. You gotta pay to get coffee there. I feel like church growing up, you just got coffee. They just had coffee pots, little pumping coffee pots. So that's kind of. But no, they have like a Starbucks inside their church, which is fine. I mean, hey, all right. I guess if I gotta. I mean, I'm gonna need coffee. Getting up early on a Sunday. When am I gonna sleep in? I got soccer. Then I got church. I don't know what's gonna happen. But the thing is that I got options here. I've got options. I've got a real stress-free schedule for the most part from a couple days ago on. Nothing's pressing. The yard is mowed. You believe that? The yard is mowed. Ain't got to worry about that. I am going to need to mow it again, and I am in desperate need of a weed eater. If you or anybody know of a cheap weed eater, I'm thinking like $5, $5 to $100. I've got that. Need to get a weed eater, and I want it to always start, and I want it to be easy to wind up. That's what I need in life. I need an easy to wind weed eater. Please. Thank you. What else is going on today? Yeah, I don't know what today's going to happen. I really should go work on the dirt bike. The Jeep has been taken care of for now. Everything is good in it. I do need to clean it out and re-vacuum, put my floor mats back in. I need to put the back panel on the hatch back on and clean out the back, get all the junk out of there. Of course, there's still some stuff I'd like to do to the Jeep. That's going to have to wait for a weekend or something before I'm going to go out there and want to start tearing parts off that old shit Jeep out back. And fender flares mainly. I might rob the other wing window. I might just do that. I'm not sure if I want to yet. But on some of these days where it's kind of warm out, I would rather roll the windows down or have just air movement versus air conditioning. And I guess the problem is the window cranks are hard as fuck to crank down, and there's 4 of them. I mean, I guess before I leave the shop, I could crank all my windows down and then be able to drive home and be fine. And then once I get home, I got to go through and close them all. But I kind of got a little bit of a bitch now because I like power windows. I really like power windows. They are very handy to have. I kind of had the option to use power windows. I had the doors on the shit Jeep out back had power windows in it. I could have spent the time swapping out door latches and window regulators and made it all power windowed. And I think it's a plug and play system. I think there's a plug in the pillars that I could just plug it in. But I did get a little crazy and went through and slashed all the fucking wires. I said, nobody's ever going to want this and use this. I just cut all the fucking wires. It's fixable. I can fix it. I'd use a lot of fucking heat shrink fucking butt connectors, but I can get everything back working. It'd be a lot of work. I kind of like to crank windows, but I also don't like to crank windows. But I guess what I was getting at is if I put the other wing window in, you can turn the wing windows to where they're shoving air into the Jeep, which is really, it makes a wind tunnel on the inside. You can have all 4 windows up, just crack both wing windows, and it creates a vortex on the inside, and it just you'll be all right. That's where I think I need to be. Right now, I just have the one wing window, crank that motherfucker open, and it blows air in. But it's just like if I had one more wing window, I think I'd be happier. The reason I don't want to swap out the wing window on the passenger door is because first off, there's a handle. It's a thicker bar, and then there's a handle which blocks your view of your rear view mirror. So that is a little bit of a thing, a workaround. And then also, it might not seal up as good as the current little solid window that's right there right now. So I don't know. I'll probably if I sit there long enough and I get enough drive, I'll probably at least rip that wing window out and throw it in the garage. So I'll have it if I decide to do it. Otherwise, I don't know. I could swap out the doors for the newer style Jeep doors that have it's a full window. There's no wing window at all. Just a big full window. But I don't know. I really like wing windows. They come in handy. Now I did think about this, and I haven't really heard anybody else bitching about the on the forums and stuff about the mirrors. I do not like the mirrors that are on the Jeep. There is a different, older style mirror that's a little bit more boxy that should bolt in and be fine. And I've thought about getting those. But what about fender mirrors? Think about this. I could find a set of mirrors that just have two screw holes, and I just got to drill and tap a couple of holes in my front fender. You know, like European cars or Japanese cars, they have the mirrors up on the fucking hood or on the fender or whatever. That would be interesting. I would have much less more of a blind spot. They'd be easier to see because right now they're kind of like if you put your arm on your door, and we're back. Forget where I left off. Son of a bitch. Another fucking phone call. Oh man. Anyways, I think I don't know what I was talking about, but I think we're about done here. Plus, I'm getting close to the landfill now, so I'll go ahead and let you guys go. You guys get the day off from Kletus Roadside Service from here on out. Adios. We'll talk to you later. Have a wonderful day. Keep all 18 down. Bye bye.